What's up, world? Now, I know both today's videos were, contradictory of each other, because one was, me apologizing and for mistakes in the first video today. But I want to talk about this because this needs to be talked about. We're all beautiful in our own ways. We all have good hearts and souls and everything. And we should not sell our minds, our hearts, our bodies short. We should live in a world where love is always there. And I was watching a video just now, and it made me realize something. I still miss her to this day. I wish it didn't happen to her 3 years ago. I wish Christina Grimmie was still here to this day. But, she was a beautiful, kind-hearted, loving, and that was all because of who she was. Her soul was just radiant with love and everything you could possibly think of. And I'm not saying I'm a fan of hers. I'm not saying, everyone should jump on the bandwagon, not the bandwagon, but everyone should start thinking about, what do you have to do to have a beautiful, loving soul like Christina did? I still can't believe what happened 3 years ago in Orlando. Or it might have been a little bit longer than that ago. She was the definition of beautiful. And it's not, and everyone's beautiful in their own ways. Everyone's handsome in their own ways. It's just, it saddened me when I heard that story at one of her concerts, nonetheless. And they just celebrated the 3rd annual gala for her, the Christina Grimmie Foundation. And I wish in my heart and in my soul and in my brain that she was still here doing what she does best and bringing life and bringing love and bringing compassion to every single person that she touched in her life. Whether it was her brother, whether it was her mother, her father, her friends, complete strangers that watched her videos every time that she uploaded a video. Whether it was her music, the soul she brought to her music, every single video that she made. Whether it was a cover video or whether it was original music. She brought that power, that love, that, beautifulness to everything she did. And it saddens me that we don't get to see her anymore. Her soul is still with us. Her love, her genuineness is still with us. All of us, right here in the heart and in our souls. Because love is what makes this world better. And she was what love meant. She is the reason that they have that foundation for humans that have become victims to violent crimes such as being gunned down and I know this is a controversial topic, and I understand that not everyone's going to agree with my opinion of her, but to those that do understand where I'm coming from in this video, she was the light in the darkness that is this planet. She is the reason that I get up every day, and all of those millions of people who watch her, or millions of humans who watch her videos, even though she's been gone for so long. She embodied that enlightenment that we all wish we could be. I'm not a singer or a songwriter or someone who's actually gone through this personally in their life, where they've had someone in their lives been murdered or anything like that. But she has so much love to give, and yet her life was cut short by some idiot, some terrible person who didn't like her or thought she didn't deserve to live. That's not what this world is about. It's about living our lives to the fullest and living every day that we need to live to be better, to be the best version of ourselves. And she did that for 20 some years. I think it was 23 or 24 years. She was, maybe it was a little bit old. She was a little bit older than that. But she was the shining light everyone needed in their lives. And she was a shining light for me. Don't get me wrong. Even though she was younger, she is younger than me. She's still with me. Even though I didn't actually get to meet her or see her in person, she is that light that keeps me, going in this life. Waking up every single day and trying to be the best version of myself. Now, sometimes I know I can be cocky and inappropriate and just rude sometimes. And I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to live in a better world. And I want her, I wish what happened in Orlando at her concert did not happen. And I guarantee you every other person on this planet wish that her life wasn't cut short like that. But what they're doing to make it better is amazing. It's the best thing that could have happened. And I'm not saying, no, don't misinterpret this. I want her to still be here. I want to be able to meet her. I want to be able to, experience what her life would have been if she were still here. But she's not. And that gala that they had, that's a perfect example of what needs to happen with gun violence. It needs to stop. It keeps happening year in and year out. And it needs to stop. I don't know what the answers are. I wish I knew what the answers were, but I don't. And it saddens me that this keeps happening to people that shouldn't have their lives cut short because someone didn't like what they did or didn't or hated them for the way they sounded or the way they acted or something along those lines. That's not what this world needs to be. It needs to be filled with love. It needs to be filled with light. It needs to be filled with positivity and so much more. And she was all those things and so much more. The same thing could be said about anyone who's impacted my life over the past 30 years that have died, whether it's from old age or from a car accident or falling off a rock or jumping off a bridge. It's not fair that their lives are cut so short. Their lives should be lived longer, and yet they're not. I don't know what else to say to you guys right here, but this is what needs to be put to an end. We need to live longer, fuller, amazing, loving, adventurous, without having to worry about tomorrow, having to worry about if we see tomorrow or not. We gotta live as long as we possibly can, and we should. But there are people out there that hate my guts. There are people out there that hate other humans. Humanity should be a loving community. It shouldn't be about violence and anger and resentment. It should be about love, enlightenment, all those things that I've described in this video that are positive outlooks on life and not negative outlooks on life. That's just how my brain thinks. It may not be the case for every single human being on this planet, but that's what we need to realize. And I could go on and on and on and on for this subject, but that was beautiful. Watching that video back for the 3rd annual Christina Grimmie Gala. And I know she's still in all of our hearts who believe in her. But we would like, for that not to have happened in Orlando. Even at the Pulse nightclub very next night or the night before. No one deserves to be killed. No one deserves to have their lives destroyed. Their families destroyed by heinous acts of violence. But, like I said, this is just my opinion. Everyone has their own. And I wish it didn't happen to her. I wish it didn't happen to anyone. But it does. And it sucks. Flat out. You guys know the drill. I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. Bye-bye.